Livinpink here for CyberActiv, and I am with Kibbelz and Robin. How are you guys?
Doing really good. Matches have been great. It's been fun.
So you guys have been casting on the premium stream. How are you enjoying your experience so far? I know you did it in the past, but is it different this time or pretty much the same?
It's a little more tiring, actually. The responsibilities are getting a little bit more and more every time I go to a different event, and we're getting a little bit lower on casters, but we're getting it done. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the show. I know we enjoy doing it, so it's a lot of fun.
What do you think of solo casting? Is it that much harder than casting in pairs, or do you enjoy it? Do you fear it?
Effort-wise, actually solo casting for me personally, I love it. You can really just get lost in the game, and just like the excitement just builds and builds and builds, and you know, especially when it's a good map or a good game. You know, if you get something like a TVT, I mean, solo casting is really difficult. You're trying to come up with things to say. You kind of end up like having a funny conversation with yourself, and it can be entertaining, I guess, for the viewer, but it's really difficult on the caster. As opposed to an exciting game, I mean, you just get lost in it. But the difficult part about solo casting, Jen, the voice. It really takes a strain on your voice. You gotta have like a cup of hot tea next to you, be sipping it whenever you get a chance. Because seriously, after a single solo cast, like your next game, you'll sound like a piece of sandpaper stuck in your throat. It can really cause problems. So just, you know, if you guys are doing solo casting or whatever, I mean, that's the trick I've figured out. It's like, all right, look, it's gonna be a lot of fun most likely, but get yourself some hot tea with honey in it, because it makes it tasty.
How about you, Robin?
Yeah, the honey with the tea is really good. I actually just explored that yesterday. Kibble walks up to me and gives me a cup, and I can't really trust Kibbelz too much when things happen like that, but I had to because I was a little bit tired, and it was pretty good, man. I love me some honey tea now, but yeah, it's I don't really like it as much. I mean, I'll do it, whatever. You have to do it at events, and you have to do it online a lot, but when it comes down to it, it's a little bit hard to come up with things. I like to entertain people more on my cast. I like to be a little more funny, and if you're sitting there joking around with yourself, you either look really horrible to people because it's not funny jokes, and you have no one there to like kind of giggle at you, so you're like giggling at yourself, and you're saying, man, everyone must think I'm a derp. But you know, you get through it. But I definitely prefer having a co-caster with me. It's just a lot easier, and it really allows you to explore other forms of casting as well when you're with somebody else.
Favorite game you casted so far this weekend?
Ooh, the favorite game. Okay, we're not going for the favorite match. So if it's just the game, Sheth versus Losira, Game 2 on Daybreak was phenomenal. I've never, okay, not never, but at this MLG, there hasn't been a ZVZ that I've seen like that. I haven't at an MLG previously either seen it. Some other tournaments come to mind, but man, there was just a lot of multi-pronged attacks absolutely everywhere. Sheth really blowing me away with his performance lately, but Losira did end up taking the set 2-1. But good stuff from Sheth. That was a fantastic game if you guys want to check it out.
How about you?
I'm going to cheat a little bit and do a series. I know he went for the match, but the Tasia Crank one was really, really awesome. First off, I didn't think we were going to get it. There was so many stories. It was actually a better storyline than the ones that were on the main stage, in my opinion. So I thought they were going to steal it from us, but we wound up getting Tasia Crank, and I got to cast it with Kibbelz over here, and it was an exciting series overall. Game 3 specifically was really, really awesome. A great display of skill from Crank himself. I've seen Crank around. I know he's been pretty good, and I know he's been hyped up a lot, but I saw his IPL matches last week, and he got stomped, I believe, by Hyun, and I was not expecting him to do well this tournament. And see him coming out and beating Tasia, someone that I never see lose, 2-1, was really exciting for me and also really fun to cast.
How do you feel about that personal sponsorship that Crank got? Do you think there should be more of those, or it's better to get it as teams or stuff like that?
I mean, it's really nice of Total Biscuit to do it. I mean, yeah, it'd be nice if single people could really sponsor people, but realistically, it's not there. Total Biscuit, unfortunately, someone who does have the resources to do so and did it, and that's really, really nice of him. And it seems to be paying off for him, and he's going to get a lot of publicity out of this overall. And he's also helping out a really cool player, and people are going to love him for it. So it's a great investment in his part, but really great for Crank as well. And he's really showing off. He practiced really hard. Wants to make it worthwhile for Total Biscuit, and I think TB's going to walk away feeling very good about what happened this weekend.
Yeah, that was really impressive performance by Crank. I really hope that he's going to be able to do as well or better in the next tournaments. So I know you guys want to go eat to go back to casting. So do you have any shout-outs you'd like to do?
Let's give a shout-out to Zach Geiger, a.k.a. All Three, as well to Heyron, Course, and to everybody on the MLG crew. They're so awesome. I mean, so much work goes into all this, so we'll just keep it oh, and Jake, my producer, because he's the man. He's doing a great job here. And Paul, we miss you. All right, that's good.
How about you, Robin?
Yeah, my shout out's a little more personal. Froden, my favorite caster in the world. He's been such an inspiration to me. We've had some rough spots, but he's a good guy. Love him. Echo as well. Good friend of mine. I play League with him all the time. Play StarCraft with him. He's wanted to be a StarCraft 2 pro, and one day he's going to do it. So keep doing it, man. You got that. And other than that, everyone over at Playhem, I know we haven't been doing much cast lately. Everyone's been really, really busy. But again, they got us our starts, and they really deserve the thanks.
Yeah, shout out to Playhem. So thank you guys, and have a nice rest of the event.